Now, I'm not a doomsday kind of guy, but if an apocalypse were to happen, I'd want it to be a zombie one, because I romanticized it so heavily. I know it wouldn't be glamorous in any way, shape, or form, but games like The Last of Us really don't help my imagination. Now, for the next video I was going to make, I wasn't sure what character I wanted to do next, but then my good friend Garrett made a Last of Us inspired D&D campaign, and I wanted to surprise him with a video dedicated to him. So Garrett, if you're watching this, you're a good friend. Also, please don't kill my turtle like you. Now for the character, I had to decide between the two main protagonists of the Last of Us series, Joel and Ellie. And I decided on Joel for two reasons. The first is that Joel is voiced by the legendary Troy Baker. And the second is that Joel is one of my favorite characters from one of my favorite games. As for Joel's class, I would say that Joel is a rogue for a couple of reasons. The first and most obvious is in the nature of the game. The Last of Us is ostensibly a stealth game, with Joel and company sneaking around at derelict buildings to either get around people and the undead, or to kill them. Now, I say ostensibly a stealth game because one could technically go through the entire game guns blazing if they wanted to, but this doesn't necessarily take away from the idea of Joel being a rogue, as they don't have to be stealthy, with proficiencies in hand crossbows and bladed weapons for when fights do break out. But I'm going to be honest with you guys, this is really weak evidence for the rogue class. As I've said earlier, just because you're stealthy doesn't mean you're a rogue. You could be a well-designed ranger, for example. So I instead want to point to a line I've used before. Rogues have a knack for finding the solution to just about any problem, demonstrating resourcefulness and versatility. And Joel demonstrates resourcefulness and versatility perfectly. From using the environment to help him get around, such as using this piano to get on top of this ledge, or using bricks and bottles to distract enemies so he can move around, to the game's crafting system, where you use random parts and materials you find around the world to make things like Molotovs and extended magazines for your guns. He even utilizes contacts and connections to get what he needs, and the game starts with one of his contacts screwing him over.
Yes, Joel. No hard feelings, right?
None at all.
Joel also has a skill where he listens really well, which honestly is a skill that we should all know, but in Joel's case it helps him know how many people are nearby, and even goes so far as to show held equipment such as bats or firearms. All of this helps Joel make a plan, and works very well with this quote from the player's handbook. Rogues have an almost supernatural knack for avoiding danger, which I will again point out that The Last of Us is a stealth game which prioritizes cunning over brute strength, which is another quote from the book. For a more narrative angle on rogues, the book says rogues make a living as burglars, assassins, and cutpurses. And Joel starts the whole game as a criminal, trying to sell illegal goods for ration cards and even smuggling a person out of a military zone. Now there's more to this idea, such as the entire scout archetype in Xanathar's Guide, and little things such as rogues being able to get proficiency in athletics, and Joel being an absolute unit in his late 50s. But the earlier mentioned items are the main reasons why I think Joel is a rogue. But as always, what do y'all think? Did I miss anything that would help argue this class? Would he be a different class entirely? Let me know in the comments, and let me know who else I should do in this little series. And thanks again for watching, everybody, and tune in next time to Out of Initiative.